Hello folks, a little bit of housekeeping before we get started proper. I'm now streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so I've had to dink around with a lot of settings. Testing seems to be about as good as I can get it right now, but both YouTube and Twitch are very upset being at different bitrate requirements and all of that. I'm still trying to figure it out. So any feedback you can give me as we go along, same with the usual audio bouncing and whatnot, just feel free to let me know. But we're playing it by ear and figuring it out as we go. Let's get into the intro proper. Got all these new screens and stuff as well. There we go. Good morning, Azeroth. It is the 26th of February, 2025. Grab your morning beverage. And welcome to the stream. The Undermined patch is now out. We'll be getting into the new story, the new zone, and doing a terrible Goblin voice while we're at it, pal, so you've been warned, as we read through bits of quest text. Without further ado, let's get stuck in. Hope you're all doing well this morning. You're about halfway through the week. Take it steady, keep yourselves hydrated. You've got this. Yep. Oh, we're leading in with a bit of a cinematic.
Undermine deserves better. Gallywix has got to go. Who's with me?
There he is.
All right. I'm busy. Meaning, if I'm here with you, something more lucrative isn't being done. So, what is it you want?
I'll tell you what we want, Gallywix. We've had enough of your meddling. And you as boss. We want a new deal.
Hear that, Ugg? A new deal. And you all feel the same way, huh? You, Revelgaz? Nikki? Noggin Fogger?
No. Marin.
No? So really, it's just you. Laszlo Overbite. Just a little guy from my former
I like how ham we're starting with it.
a long time ago. Gaslow put you up to this. That dirty, stinking rat!
A little detail on everyone's
I'd
faces
ask you
these
to
days. You
stick
gotta love it.
around, but we got real business. You understand? Ugg, show our guest out.
Oh, just straight up laser gun. Very nice.
Meeting adjourned.
Oh, hello.
I see you are already making good use of the black blood.
Unexpected soon reveal.
Nice to see you. What brings you here?
It has been some time.
Pretty scared.
Is everything proceeding as planned?
The repairs have been more challenging than expected. The costs alone.
Are irrelevant.
Of course. I just need more time.
Do not disappoint me.
Don't you worry. I won't.
Very exciting. We are new in 11.10. New drive mechanic of our cars, customizing a campsite. I did a little bit of that before the stream started. And obviously, Undermine itself. Right. Hey, have you heard the latest news? There's a big hole blown in the side of the mountain out by Opportunity Point in the Ringing Deeps. There were opportunistic folks taking it over. Now there's even more. We'd better hurry over there. Ooh. Ongoing and upcoming events can be found here. I saw bits of this. Just in the various preview videos and patches. This is a welcome change, by the way, to the game, or a welcome update. Just being able to track all this stuff in-game without anything external. It was something that I really noticed more in like Diablo 4 when that first came out. There was a lot of stuff on the map, like nightmare events, that needed you to be aware of times and stuff, but there was just none of that info in-game, and everyone was going to external sites, and eventually they just added it all in. It makes sense. If people are going to use a resource outside, you might as well put it in the game if you can. Got mail, apparently. Quickly grab that, and we'll make our way to the Ringing Deeps then. See what we got to see. Now, I'm hoping there's a decent amount of story content. Actually, it seems these Valor Stones can be depleted by any time of year. Oh, I just left over dead Valor Stones. Sure. I'm hoping there isn't a load of time gating and that going on. There's a decent chunk of story content. We know the raid's going. We've got all the weekly quests and whatnot popped up as well, but not in a mood to check any of those. We're going to go on and investigate all this new stuff. Now again, given this is my first time streaming at Twitch at the same time as YouTube, hello Twitch. Settings are a little all over the place, so I'm hoping it's looking alright. My testing was about as good as I could get it. And YouTube wants a high bitrate, Twitch wants a lower one. So finding a middle point was challenging, but I think we're okay. We will see as time goes on. It's going to be a bit of a learning process. Downside is both Twitch and YouTube, whenever I look at the previews, are both there. They're both on and running. But YouTube's like, your bitrate's a little low, and Twitch is like, well, your bitrate's a little high, so picked a middle ground. So the downside is just that they're both yelling at me, so it's going to be a little trickier. Keep an eye on issues as we get going. Maybe there was a fast travel thing actually over there, but it's alright, we're on our way. Oh look, there is a little bit added on down here. With bonus side quests as well. Interesting. We're not going straight to Undermine. And there's a new delve down there, which is currently bountiful. Oh, it's a big hole in the wall. Toll booth has to be brand new.
I gotta reward the effort. Look at him.
Hey, Gazlo.
What now?
That's not good.
Do what's
Try again.
proud.
There we go. It's toll booth. You've got to be kidding me. Monty Gazlo rolls his eyes and laughs softly. I guess you can make money off anything.
Bilgewater is on the job.
Lots of these workers are headed to a venture camp just down the road. There's a great stop for information. We'll pay the toll booth fee. It's best to just play along for now. Okie dokie.
Get out. We just want to visit the mining camp.
You ain't going nowhere till you pay.
Oh, okay. How much?
Problem?
There's lots of business heading to the North Venture mining camps lately. That's big bucks for us. You want to go in, you pay the toll. Simple. Why are you letting some of these goblins in without paying? Oh, they got Darkfew's work badges. We don't upset Darkfew's enforcement. Blackwater's got a good thing going on here. If the boss man ain't picking on us, we ain't gonna upset that apple cart. Got it. Oh, we'd like to go to the mining camp.
Here. This should cover us.
Oh, thanks, Gazlo.
All paid. Move along.
Very kind of him to cover the cost for us. Netted cheapskates. Oh no. I shouldn't have tried to skip the toll. Those Blackwater mean business.
Have a good one.
Oh dear. Will they just get netted and left here? How are they being processed? Okay. Big verdant area's just opened up. That saxophone's kicking in already in the background music. The manager's deflecting. See what the workers know while we distract him. Oh, Renzik the Shiv. From the recent audio story. Oh, Wenya's just here too. What are you doing just out in the I thought you were hiding.
Deep, stranger.
Yeah, exactly. I noticed you aren't hiding as much. Try to honour my people's tradition. The visions and stopping the Black Blood come first. Understood. I don't remember what voice I was doing for her prior. What do you think of all this chaos? I'm glad Gazlo and Renzik are here. I'm used to working at a greater distance from people. They seem to thrive in this environment. Alright, fair enough.
Perhaps we'll meet
Mr.
again.
Shiv!
Time is money, friend.
Usually it's not too hard to find some loose lips among unhappy workers. I figured you'd get your own voice by
Keep
now.
it real.
You've just got standard old goblin voice,
What you got?
manager. What do you want to talk about? I'd much rather chat than work, you know what I mean? Trella's got trouble in home in Undermine, behind her rent money. It's a scandal. Oh god, Ishquickle takes naps behind the bomb shed during work hours. Avery is a tireless worker. It's obnoxious. She's probably after my job. What else? Some strange human is poking around our business. Yes, I mean you.
Break time?
That I am.
Bilgewater on duty.
I don't want to judge any goblin by who they work for. When it comes to Dark Fuse, we got to. Can you tell me about the different goblin cartels? Oh boy. Sure, I can explain the cartels. They are basically big groups that focus on some specific area of business. There are 4 major cartels currently in Undermine. Steamwheel Cartel, Venture Company, Blackwater Cartel, and Bilgewater Cartel. Dark Fuse enforcement is new. Pardon me. They don't seem like a proper cartel. Dark Fuse seems more like Gallywix's personal enforcers to me. Come on then, who's Bilgewater? I'm the Bilgewater Trade Prince right now. So that's the cartel I know most about. Most folks know us as the engineers and masters of all things that go boom. That's pretty accurate, honestly. Bilgewater has had a rough time of things. Jester Gallywix was the Trade Prince just before me. Brawl asked me to take over after Gallywix abandoned the cartel and the Horde. See, Gallywix made some bad deals, and didn't want to stick around when the bill came due. Okie dokie. There's a good refresher on some of these, because a lot of these are companies we've seen throughout WoW's history, regular kind of enemies in different zones. The Blackwater Cartel is led by Baron Revelgaz. He was the Baron of Booty Bay, and the leader of the Blackwater Raiders when they were pirates. Now he's a trade prince, and the Blackwater are a cartel focused on controlling trade and shipping. If it has to do with travel, Blackwater's the crew. Revelgaz is a decent guy, though, if you don't mind the piracy thing. I'm sure my accent for Gazler, by the way, is drifting all over the place. The more we get to talking to him, the more we'll be with it, aren't we?
You're talking to the Goblin in charge. We get things done. What's the holdup?
Alright.
You got a problem? I got solutions.
At one point, Travis William voiced him. I don't know if it's
needs
still
fixing?
Travis.
You know how many bodies you can hide in a
Think so.
construction site? Leadership is a crushing burden sometimes, but my crush-o-matic is way more efficient.
Got to remember, WoW from the Warcraft days, you
Are
click on him enough.
executions part of the whole trade prince thing? Bilgewater on duty. What's the holdup? You got a problem? I got solutions. What now? You're talking to the Goblin in charge.
One more.
What needs fixing?
Alright. Venture Company is a cartel that prizes profit over everything else. Usually they are mostly in a lumber or any other natural resource they can find. They can dig it up or cut it down. Venture Company is going to make money off of it. Their drilling and cutting gear ain't half bad either. I don't know who their leader is right now. It was Morgul Razdunk for a while, but not anymore. Not after the Motherlode debacle. Steamwheel. The Steamwheel cartel is where I used to work. You see them at Gadgetzad, Mudsprocket, Ratchet, everywhere. They've done everything. These days they're known for their alchemy, poisons and potions, selling the best product they can make. My Noggenfogger, a friend of mine, took over as a trade prince a while back. He's well known for his Noggenfogger elixirs. Memory serves, that's one that just turns you into a skeleton. Can members of cartels change cartels? Yeah, I used to work for Steamwheel back in the day. I try to treat my folks fair, but sometimes you get a better deal from the other cartels. And when another day comes, we can always try and win them back. Fair enough. Alright then.
You know how many bodies you can hide in a construction site?
Really? You don't look Dark Fuse inspectors. What can you tell me about them? Dark Fuse enforcement are the security and overseers for this outfit. They think they can push everyone else around. And they can. I'm here to track work hours of the venture team. Pure admin gig. So excuse me. I gotta get back to work. I just want to finish my contract and bring my cash back to pay my rent and Undermine. Thank you.
I just handle the paperwork and try to stay off the Dark Fuse radar.
Understood. A bit more voice acting. Lovely. See? Ishquickle.
Got a problem?
Oh,
What now?
I didn't sign up for this. It's the job here. This was a venture company mining operation. Now lots of cartels are getting their hands into things. Best jobs up here in the north. Jobs in the south are the worst. I heard in the southern work sites, workers just disappear. Hazard pay is only an added 10%. It's awful. Thank you.
This is bad. But at least I'm not in the South Mines.
Bless you.
What you got?
Robbery. Come to blame me for the wall too? I inventory the explosives. I don't decide where they go. What happened then? Hey, our job is to get things done, not ask a bunch of questions. Some order came in to blow up the wall, so we did it. Somebody sent a bogus work order. It's not on us.
Somebody wanted a hole in the wall. I don't know who, but it sure wasn't the Dark Fuse.
Okay. Have a drink of his tea. Fortunately still warm. Make sure you all do the same out there. Keep yourselves hydrated.
We get things done.
Maybe whoever wanted that wall blown up also wants our attention here. We gotta dig deeper.
Yep, looks like we've got work to do.
Oh, excuse me. Bigger, more dangerous than Opportunity Point? These South mines sound real bad. Even if you have a high tolerance for bad working conditions, what are they mining? Something here is worth big money. We'll need to check it out. I'll head past the big Dark Fuse camera Renzik. Stealth mode. Make a big distraction for us, will you? I'm sure you can slow down production while you're over there. Kill Dark Fuse, keep the heat off Gazlo and Renzik. Sure.
All parts accounted for.
Well, when you?
You have found me. The world watch over
What
you.
riches are they mining out of the earth? Could this deep digging be related to my visions? Surely these goblins would not find value in something like black blood. We must get a closer look. Together we will gain insight into their operations. Not quite a gear upgrade, but we'll be getting there, I'm sure.
Do not fear. I fear I know what they are digging up. Let us be sure.
I said in that intro cinematic that the laser gun that Gazlo had was from the Black Blood. Yep, bitter bismuth. What's that doing under there? I'm hoping in Undermine again that they actually have resources to be gathered, just because otherwise my stocks are going to get very low. Hello, manager. Should be fine. Between Cersei's ring and all the other stuff. Oh.
Of whoever brought down that wall.
This document requires anyone
Goblin
with...
who brings me
I'll
the
let him go.
culprit gets a promotion and a corner office at the Galagio.
Anyone who opened the western wall will bring the information to their supervisor. It details the reward, a promotion to working inside Undermine. It also includes a promise of the favour and appreciation of Gallywix. Gazlo will want to know about this. All very tired. He's just given up over there.
This is black blood. They must be bringing it from the south.
I'm on it.
Felanious hyenas. Yeah, kill a few, but I don't see many about. Bit of ore, very nice. Gallywix's orders. Not the face. Is he just holding in his offhand there? Is that just a bottle? Fancy bottle.
I ain't done nothing.
New face? Great to see you. I'm Zerdo. I specialize in getting people what they need. Welcome to my shipping desk. How can I help you? Well,
Meet me
process
by
it.
the south gate, friend. I'll clock out and clue you in.
Okay. It's not suspicious at all.
South. That seems more like what I saw in my vision.
Straight from the overbox. Nope, you no go mad, thank you. I'm not expecting like major quest changes in terms of how things are handled, but look at drill safety manual. Keep parts of all bodies inside the rocket drill during transit. Seatbelts may be provided at your destination. If seats are unavailable, one may be purchased at the destination. Oh no. The rocket drills operate at unsafe noise levels. Warning sirens may be disabled to avoid startling drill operators. Rocket drills move at high speeds and make sudden stops. Unplanned stops may be followed by unscheduled explosions. Some safety may occur. Avoid where prohibited. Okay.
I don't have a target.
Yep. Missed that enforcer. Alright, there are a few more about. They'll just have a bottle in one hand, which is, let's say, about the management. They're just drunk on the job, no wonder things are all over the place. Always be killing. Nope. Let's grab a lot over here. Make sure we snag a few of those. I say the tagging changes over the years have now made it pretty straightforward. As long as you're not on war mode and you're fighting with another faction, actually getting quests done and tagging things, more than doable these days. Right, I just need a couple more muscle. You and you. Come here. Excuse me, doggo. Now, I didn't have a deep look into any class changes that went on in the patch, but as far as I'm aware, Paladin and Rep Paladin tends to be my main. Didn't have anything huge or substantial. I heard Marksman got like a real big rework. Employees are being worked to death based on these time cards. It's a real shame that even for a 0.1 patch, there was no... I know there's still a lot of the SAG-AFTRA voice strikes going on, but they managed to get Gazlo and some of the others. Odd that Renzik didn't get any voice of his own. Shame.
Let me just clock out over here. So let's get what you need, huh?
Over here!
Gazlo, you cut him off, the poor beggar.
Ah, you hail from above. I saw the black blood in my visions, but not all of that machinery.
How's about a tour?
Bilgewater on duty.
All eyeballs are on you. That was great. You brought us a new resource, this Zerdo fella. Good thinking.
Huh? It's lovely at the top.
What'd you find?
Nice jet.
Galewix is
Now get him
controlling the
over.
Dark Fuse directly. Wants to know who worked against him. You could have an ally out there. That's a big clue.
Bilgewater is on the job.
Who's your pal?
You're new here, right? I can tell by your questions. But don't worry. Zerdo's your best pal. I'll give you a personalized tour. Gutterville, the venture company town, is just south down the road. It'll be informative and interactive. You can't ask for a better experience. Trust me. Follow him on his tour.
Hey, trust me.
You don't mind if I charge by the minute, do you? I'm just kidding. We can chat about some kind of payment in Gutterville. Assuming you enjoy the tour. Go on then.
You owe me.
This guy's just stalling.
Fine. He's there though. Show us what you got.
Sure thing, boss. This way. On your left, Venture's new Mark 78 Black Blood Extractor. Woo! Give it a whirl.
Very specific.
Imagine how much black blood that baby has dug up. Am I right? Oh, it's low on coolant.
Everybody move!
Goblin inventions as ever.
Let's go to the town.
Sure, lead the way.
Oh, I got what you need. I ain't done nothing.
We've had a lack of coolant lately. They're holding it down south, I bet. Besides, the X-78 was always more buggy than the X-71.
Hey, trust me. Okay, let's go.
There though, wait. Oh, Wayna, are you okay?
What have they done? I must have a closer look.
Yeah, they are just straight up. Stick with Olwenya. Catch up with us at Gutterville when you can. Alright, Renzik. Okay, it feels like he really should have had a voice when everyone else did, but here we are.
You have come far, stranger.
I lack words.
May you lend your song.
Land aches underfoot. These pipes carry black blood north in a massive volume. I've never seen the land become infected this rapidly. Clear away the rot. Perhaps we can save it yet. We'll go after the structures. Point out weak spots as you find them, and we'll focus our assault. Your finger when you.
Let nature take its course. Follow me. We will stop this atrocity.
Oh yeah, they just pumping it straight up. Question is, why? So obviously Gazlo's gathering it for... Blimey. Gathering it for Xal'atath. Why does she need an excess of black blood? Obviously he's making weapons with it. My guess, again based off very little so far, is just the hints we've had about Xal'atath. Potentially her being an old god herself of some kind, or something similar, or a herald or something else. Maybe enough black blood she can reform a body? Something like that, potentially. It could just be, again, like an arms race for it, but...
We must finish this.
At the very least, honestly, I wasn't expecting Xal'atath until, like, right at the very end, but I suppose you've got to remind people, this is the war within. She is the main villain. What we're all here for.
Foul thing.
Folks do indeed like her. I'd wonder if the response to Xal'atath and her popularity got them to kind of add her in a little more than they were initially planning. Unless they knew they were... Obviously, she's been around for a wee bit now, so... Might have had those ideas in mind.
Someone's coming.
Pansy.
Don't touch that. What are you doing?
Fixing things.
The black blood. You have no idea.
I need to get
I know it's bad, but you're making things worse. I told you to use the manifold.
Will you buy it, friend, to calm down? Humming the pipes will just make more of the black blood get everywhere.
Do what you gotta.
I mistrust any of the goblins responsible for this pipeline. Be cautious. Ring cells for more. That would.
Wild guide you will.
What needs fixing?
What are you doing here? Sabotaging? I can understand that. Things are way out of hand, but if we explode this pipe here, it'll get even worse. Black blood everywhere. Maybe together we could come up with something real to do. Meet me in Gutterville. Talk more away from these awful slimes.
Will that do now?
Sure, Pansy.
It's dangerous.
From Venture
We
Co.
can talk more in town.
It's that saxophone again. I love how ham they're leaning into it. I wish it was... I know, it feels a little small down here in the corner. I wish the map was a little more over. There's another quest up that way. Hang on, before I get into town, what is the side quest over here and why is it so off to the side? Oh, it's a little cobalt bit. Murder Grease Night.
Thank you, Brave. Been looking for Brave, but not find much. Not sure you count. Look like Tenderfoot who run home to Granny if scraped knee. How about way to prove it? You hit me as hard as you can. Try kill me. If I'm not dead, then I get kill you later. Not look like it take more than one chop for you. Deal?
Sure, let him have it.
Good it. But not good enough. Talk to Arthur his knights. They appreciate bravery.
On fire.
Remember deal. Find you later.
Sure. This little side cobalt town. Assembly of the Deep, so they're still worked in with the Earthen. Rusty Steeds. This is just a little cobalt army building up. A page. Where's this like feudal cobalt army? Knights of the Brown Table. Okay, okay. We are doing a Hill Camelot thing. Very silly, and I like it. I like it a lot. Oh no. Arthur, Marlin, Gullhead, Walkmay. Oh, instead of Merlin. I get you. Literal gull on his head.
Sound like we should have hit him harder. Always going on about knights not being brave enough.
Throw something, not my mouth.
Didn't expect to be doing cobalt voices today.
I'm hungry. Got food?
You come to Campalot, Campalot to pledge fealty. Become Knight of the Brown Table.
Yes, I'd like that to be my title, please.
Will have a look of tenderfoot, but even bravest knights start as squires. Earn spurs, learn humility. Prove you have learned it in the same way. See what you can do around castle. Might be a good example to other squires too.
We'll help around camp a lot.
Stand up the big things.
Okay. Brush the moles. Yep, with your standard squiggly hands. There you go. Look, there we go. He's actually got a shovel out. I hope they just keep building on that over time. Get all those base animation. I noticed the other day on my skinner, and it might have just because for that point I'd always been skinning on my Worgen. They tend to just do the claw thing. But the others would just pull out a knife, get on their knees and stab down. I was like, oh, I've been seeing this animation. Polish some skulls. Very nice. See, it's going to keep coming up. Every little thing here, all these different objects, layer housing. You know what I mean? Every single one, every asset. What you got to bear in mind, if they're all in the game already, it's just a matter of, you know, grabbing those files out and getting them to work within that framework. Sparring squirelings. Oh no. Come here then. In guard! Yes, on guard to you as well. Oh, but I'm going to enjoy this more. Where's the whole patch being? Camp a lot. Practice every day. Prepare yourself. This one's ready for it. Good spar. And I'm not killing them outright. I should probably get two at once just to, you know.
Hey, we friends, okay?
There we go. Ashbringer. Get bodied, poor kobolds. 'Tis but a scratch, this flesh wound. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. We're gonna have a whole Lady of the Lake thing happen down here. It's such a small little bit, but couldn't the Delve have been in here with the Knights of Campalot? Oh. I imagine it's gonna be a long quest, but even so.
Good job, squire. Remember lesson in humility.
Be nice to kobolds.
Not bad for squire, but you're worthy of knighthood.
Hey, you give that.
I've earned spurs. Now time use them. Slimes run off with joust dummies, but that just make for moving target. Better practice. Mount noble mole steed by gate. Get eye with lance. Ride down slime. Important skill for any knight, yes.
We're doing the whole thing. Lord of the Giants. King of Beasts, also biggest, greasiest, and meanest of all. Reese Baden.
Can tell you not new to questing. Fell many beasts in your time, I'm sure. Like good knight must. Reese Baden, king of slimes, lair nearby. Perfect chance to prove valor to court. That's giant fork jammed in head. Can't miss. You know what do.
Bless these kobolds. So I will find my noble steed. I wonder if this is going to use, like, any of the jousting mechanics from back in the day in Wrath when you had the Grand Tournament joust. That'd be a nice throwback. Up at the moment, we're just off. Nope, it is just kind of running with spear out. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. All that joust stuff, while fiddly. I remember it was like you could put up a shield, hit a button to stab, and then there was a charge. When you put up your shield, you had like 3 shields rotating around you, and you kind of had to match them up. There was a load of like NPC battles and all kinds of stuff. Thought it was a good time. I remember the patch quite fondly. I was trying to earn all the different mounts and stuff at the time. Come on, Skyrim up these walls. Oh no, not like this. Straight into it and gone. Poor fella. Right, then we mount up again and get some more of these dummies. I'm glad I came over and checked this, because we'd have just gone on to Gutterville and been on our way through to, I assume, Undermine at that point, but Always happy doing side quests. Especially one so on the nose and up my alley. Ridiculous. I need to get off, please. Thank you. I have succeeded, Walk May.
Keep bad things away.
It's just like Boyle. Could hear pop from here. You make good night yet.
Thank you.
Return triumphant. Valor stick to you like reek of old grease.
Walk May pauses, sniffing gingerly.
That's a lot of valor.
It's like a blue dunked together goblin set. Oh, I should probably look at the new tier sets and stuff.
Not all quests about strength of arm. Some about fetch stuff.
Oh no. A quick glance at the paladin stuff. Oh, some aspirant gear as well. Very goblin. See, this is what I figured all the sets would be this patch. Is it'd all be different goblin stuff. But it seems like the actual... Yeah, like, look at this. That's not a goblin set. That's way more up my alley. Every plate, wings, lions glowing out the mouth. I like the raid finder colour. Oh. Heroic's very nice. How about the mythic? That's probably what I'll go back and get, you know, one day down the line when it's all soloable. Yeah, that's pretty good. Gladiators are green. No. How about the elite? Big for me is the elites, because I will, if I want any elite stuff, I will grind a character to 1800 to get it. Purple. Not my jam. Very cool. Not my jam, so I don't mind missing it. I think the only elite one that I really wanted this time around was the monk set. Oh wait, the gold is gladiator. I thought the gold was the elite. Oh, now I kind of don't want to play the monk, because I don't care for purple. A quick glance at all of them while I'm here. Oh, that means all the stuff, because people were saying must have got the colours wrong, like on Wowhead and stuff then, unless they changed that recently. Hunter set's like Sylvanas themed, it's pretty solid. Yep, that's purple as well. I'm going to assume the rogue one's pretty great. Oh no, the gladiator's purple there, and the elite is still not quite my cup of tea. I imagine the mythic's probably, yeah. What else we got? Priest, interesting. Elite purple, I think we're going to see this all the way through. Death Knight purple, hey, that's still a goldy purple. That's still very nice. Very busy Death Knight set, but I like it a lot. Look at the bones everywhere being worked with the metal. The metal worked in the bone, I suppose. Shaman. Ooh. Big lightning shoulders. Purple again. So that's going to be it then. Oh. Well, the mage one doesn't half look good with all the effects on it, though. We did mage last season, though, to get the Dalaran one. I'm alright on that front. Warlock is mouths. Oh, yep. Big flamey and... It's a lot. Druid, yep. The gladiator is a gold. And the elite is purple. Shouldn't he be surprised at this point? I really like these Demon Hunter sets, by the way, for this one. Demon Hunter's having, like, proper, thick, almost plated armor we haven't seen much of. We might not be doing any elite PvP this patch. Oak's the only one that's not really purple, but... Yeah, there are other colour schemes I am more like to go for. Marlin! My apologies for making you wait. Holy Grail. Oh no.
One of very best relics. Lost for a long time. Very old. Very powerful. Would mean a lot if could find. Set you grand quest to search for Holy Grail. Try start with Fishcan. He orders dirt. Might know something. Seek him by pools to northeast.
Keep bad things away.
And the shovel and the stone.
Now, friend, we quest for Blade of Legend. Whoever pulled from stone, it's stuck in destined for greatness. And the problem is it very stuck in very big rock. No idea how even get there, really. Come, we try you hand at fate.
Sure. Do I get legendary shovel transmog as a reward? That'd be nice. Where are these about? Up the top bit. Alright, so that's not taking us down to Guttersville. Grab the Sanity's Rest quest as we get led into that area. Again, I didn't expect this. I thought this little bit at the bottom would just be, here's a little bit, go to Undermine. But we're doing a wee bit here. More content than I was expecting. Ah, the legendary shovel. Oh, it looks like it's going to spot something. Yep. Displaced pebbles. And quest is answer. Pull the shovel harder. I bet they're going to have a junk when I mine them. Yep. I wish things didn't just have... Oh, that bit of bismuth. Bit of bismuth. Take it. Despawn before I got them all. Again. The shovel pinning the elements down, or are they just nearby? What's going on there? Oh no, they're doing it at the same time as us. There we go. There's the big one. The stone! Straight up. Shovel through its head. I like that a lot. A lot of personality on it. Another rock elemental they could add to Shaman's Pool at some point if they ever put a load of different elementals into the barbershop. I know they've done it for Druid and Warlock now, but I think there might be a little bit with Death Knight as well, but I still think it's an opportunity for Shaman to get more customization like that. Need to find the Grail. Fishcan, hello.
What? Try fish here.
Seem injured, are you okay?
Finally someone noticed. Everyone too polite, ask if fish can hurt. Stupid fish eat anything fit in mouth. Try me, regret it. We'll be fine, but appreciate you ask.
Bless your old fish can. Stick. What do you know of the Holy Grail?
But I'm Grail collector now. Had one. Would go missing one day. Kept best worms in it. Imagine fish took. If want, try them. Punch fish, catch fish, keep if can't find. I teach you how to catch fish if you want.
Oh. Calm pools down here. I still, not having done loads of fishing in the game, I did a little bit when we were starting streaming and doing some, like, initially streamed on the weekends. The fishing derby on Saturday. And then it buggered me in that hour event when I figured out how it worked. Oh, he gave me his favour. Guess we find it through fishing or just murdering fish if you can't be bothered. I'll try a few fishes, maybe there'll be something. But the etiquette of if somebody's at a fishing hole, they're not per player, you kind of share them. So every time you're doing it, you're taking someone's uses of it. If it's for a quest, though, they're going to have to keep spawning them in. You know, because otherwise you'd just be sat here waiting for a fishing spot. Odds I wish I had a fishing rod that wasn't this thing with a radar on it. I just want a chill fishing rod. This is too much. Hoping in Dragonflight there'd be one with like a ridiculous dragon head or something on it. I just said this one was too much. It's too much in terms of techno babble. I want a relaxed fantasy rod. Fish pike. I'm beginning to think, Fishcan, it's not going to be in here, but the fact you've said, do you want me to teach you fishing, leads me to believe it can be acquired through fishing. You know why I'm kind of hoping if I get it, it comes out and something silly happens rather than just going and hitting things. That'd be the hope. Like in some of the Monster Hunter games, you fished in certain spots for specific monsters, you drag them out, engage in a big fight. Good stuff. I'm wondering if Wilds have something like that. Speaking of which, the evening streams will still be off until Friday, which is when Monster Hunter comes out proper. And we'll be doing a big old long evening stream there. Very excited about. Eternal Strands was really good. That I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with it. As a debut game from that studio, fantastic. It served as a very good appetizer for Monster Hunter. Very eager to get jumped in. Again, that schedule will be sometime between 4 p.m. and 9 and 6 p.m. in an evening. And then from there, we'll do every evening on the weekdays as we were before. And here's hoping Twitch and YouTube stuff at the same time works out okay. And do let me know how it is on yours end. If there's anything that can be dinked about. I know I can actually change the bitrate while I'm live, if it comes to that. No current fishing spots. Means we have to try hitting some mud skips. Nothing.
It's too far away.
Hunter wants some, so we'll pull them over. There we go. Got an AoE on both. No dice. Person just fishing straight up into the water? That might be an idea. Mudkips don't seem to be just immediately. It's the fact that they don't show that they're lootable. But, you know, there's no right-click option as of yet. Be a bit of a chew on either way. I mean, it is the quest for the Holy Grail. Something folks have searched for years and years on end. Prize of many a tale. But given this is literally just a... I don't know, some kind of pot he used to put his bait in, I can't imagine it's going to be anything special. Wouldn't be surprised. Still not that. Did you hear that, man? Ah! Oh, voicing monsters must be a right laugh. The Holy Grail. Thank you, fish can. Am I in combat? Who's hitting me? Miscellaneous spore. It's a new. Yeah, dust. Sometimes the junk items. Grab this ore on our way around. There we go. Because again, I don't know if Undermine itself actually has gathering spots or even a new material, which used to be a lot more common. I'm trying to remember in Dragonflight. I didn't think memory serves Dragonflight didn't actually add anymore. Oh, there we go, underneath. Camper. It's only a model. The Holy Grail. Got Grail? Yes, we do.
Even holier than remembered. More fish goo, too.
And the shovel. Pull with knees, not with back. Very wise.
You're destined for great things. Shovel is proof. Stranger here looking for you. Something about a deal? Time to stay true to word, do night. Time to face axe. Found magic sass while questing. Should keep you safe if you want.
Magic sass of axe proofness. Sure. Cheating at the test of honor. No. Not going to cheat at it. It just gives you divine shield. What the hell? That's the most magical thing you found.
I'm back, as promised. Here you now, brave knight. Ready to fulfill your end of oath? My turn. Strike you down. Kneel.
Absolutely. I'm not going to cheat. Do it.
Time has come to fulfill promise.
Oh, that's why that one was on full health.
All fulfilled. Bravery proven.
I wonder how that would have gone if you had cheated.
You show great courage today. Be proud.
Like, surely all this would change as well.
Speak with King. You worthy enough. Not many are.
This old ratchety green kobold. Where's my kobold? Kobold allied race. You're sure Owenia and her lot are going to be fantastic, and maybe ethereal stuff, but kobolds, look at all these little bits of customization they're doing.
We friends, okay?
Shown great bravery. Ability.
It's not a word, friend, but well done.
Honor. Would make good knight of Brown Table. Only task left now is most sacred. Beseech Lady of I figured. For blessing. She will judge whether worthy or not. Lake in back of cave. More pond, really. But no tell her that. Puddle lady not have same ring. Sure. Get some rep with the cartels of Undermine.
Stand up to big things.
That appeared on my thing yet. Action locked. Oh. I wonder if this will apply retroactively or not. I'm in no rush to get the... Like with the base ones. As long as you do your weeklies, they're pretty easy to fill, so I'm not too worried. Oh, just noticed I moved that around on OBS a little bit so I can keep it more in view. There we go. Lady of the Lake. Hello!
You give that.
I beseech you. I beseech your favor. Oh no! It's one of them! Wow. Okay. Bloodborne or Remnant 2 moment, like where you hit a bagman, you get taken elsewhere, or that big rat grabs you out of the sewer. Enjoying flesh. Goblins as well. Fascinating little quest. Your beseech Lady of Lake turns out to be a monster. I'm just gonna bank that into my D&D brain if we get to DMing again. Lovely little idea. How about you, knave? You know, sticking to the theme. The only problem for WoW to match up to that, you need these moments, or these little quests, these monsters to actually be something of a threat at all. I don't know how you change that problem with WoW. You meant when they're hitting for such a wide player base, it just... I don't know. I don't need that, say, just this little side quest to have a monster in it that's like the end of a delve where it's going to really bugger me. And by that, I mean like double question mark Zekfia. I'm not expecting that, but... I don't know. I'd like to have to think a little bit. Just a little bit. Like it bit me and I had to move out of it, but even then I wasn't taking enough damage to truly be a threat.
You give that.
Only finest knight return with lady's blessing. Most get lost somehow. Not far. Really, it's a bit odd. Still, you make great knight. We sure. Right, all well and done.
Remember, be helpful.
Trials have been many, but you stick with beat all. Not too much complaining. I name you Sir, Knight of Brown Table, Protector of Campalot. Oh, bless them. All doing a little cheer. There you go, Your Majesty.
Outstanding.
Very silly. All these different assets for player housing. Let me have my round table. There was a bit of a... I didn't get a new title. Where's my Knight of Brown Table title? Did that achievement only pop? Weird. Alright, well. Back to the main quest then. A nice little spit aside, just... literally off to the side Camelot reference. I like that a lot.
Ooh, I got solutions.
Okay, it's just kind of been added down here to the side.
Keep things fresh.
Still says faction lot, so we won't know if that's actually credited those points or not, but eh.
Wow, look who it is.
Keep your voice down. I've never seen so many spies in Goodaville. How do you know?
Oh, and I was gonna chat all day.
I thought we could talk here in Goodaville, but it feels tense. They're all venture company, and I don't recognize a lot of them. Word is, Gallywix sent down a bunch of workers who were sympathetic to him so they could spy on us. Clear out some of these turncoats. Many of them report to Overseer Gozik. Then we're working against the pipeline and go after my people.
Sure thing. Alright, there's the goblin stuff.
Off you go then.
Aslo.
You got a problem? I got solutions.
What information is Gallywix after here in Gutterville? Let's see if some of these goblins will give us a hint. Start with any Bilgewater goblins we can find. Sure thing.
Do us proud. Hold up. I see a goblin I know. Hey there, friend.
You do? Keeble. Hang on, let me deal with these greedy turncoats first. Just says it in the name.
Mind your own business.
There's a good human. Excuse me? Spy for Gallywix, admit it. I'm reporting it, and then we just straight to violence. I mean, they are called greedy turncoat. No ambiguity there. And they did pull a gun on me. I mean, happy.
At your service.
Don't talk to me. I'm trying to look happy so that the snitches don't say I'm miserable.
But there's no music.
Doesn't that just go to show you? We're so happy we can dance without music.
Sure. Very silly. How about you?
My problem.
Shouldn't be hanging around here.
See ya.
Reported this. Another goblin saying not the face. They're just kind of lingering about all over the shop. Let's go get them. They all gonna be spies? Yep, there's another. Not much point investigating if they're all just gonna be spies anyway. Gallywix will pay big if I get rid of you. I'm sure he would. I hope we actually deal with Gallywix this time around. Like, he doesn't get away and fly off. It's set up to be that case.
Yeah.
Ooh, and more.
Is that yours?
Which is why villains have had a big habit of just coming back at some point. Shadowlands clearly didn't help with that, but, you know, some closure.
Which side you on?
Quickly sell my junk. Make sure the bags are clean. Did a little bit of clearing out over the weekend, just so I've got a bit more space. It just meant like getting rid of a load of like Mechagon materials I never got to in my bank and putting all the books in there. Dear God, give me a library game. What's going on here in Goblin?
Talk now. Try old crazy Benny. He'll tell you some weird stuff, but he gets facts mixed in too.
Oh, sorry to put you on the spot. Thanks. You saw
Conspiracy theorists.
ghosts?
It indicates for Monty Gaslow to speak more quietly.
It's my problem.
You're looking for the real truth? I got all the juicy stuff, but we gotta whisper.
What have you seen lately? Vinny checks behind him, and on the ceiling, as if expecting ghosts to be up there.
It isn't just goblins. There are weird ghosts spying on us too, all wrapped in bandages.
Oh. Ethereals are about, are they?
My uncle's niece is forming. Saw some ghostly shape dematerialize. I saw one sulking around just yesterday, all sneaky-like with a bandaged face. Plus, I think the pinch are in on it. They've been trained by Gallywix.
But he makes pinching motions with his hands and points to the exit. Thanks for the info. What are all these spies trying to find?
Binny looks around nervously, then speaks. Gallywix is giving out big rewards to find the folks working against him. It's turning all goblins against each other. Pamsy knows the truth, I think.
Hang on. You're right there, OBS. Seem to be alright. Yeah, we're okay. Just have to keep half an eye on it now. Because the error message is constantly up about the bitrate, so it's going to be hard to know when an actual issue happens, but we'll see how we get on. Hamzy?
Yeah. Look, this project is slowly killing my crew. Blowing up the wall was my cry for help.
It worked. We're here.
Was you? I knew you was worth something. I got a reward to collect. See you, losers.
Oh, the smoke.
Forensic after
I
it.
can't see a thing.
Hitting buttons. Problem solved.
Oh, something it's business, is it? Will that do now?
Well, Renzik catches up with Zerdo before he can blab. We shouldn't count on it.
Oh, and I was gonna chat all
But more
day.
spies than I expected. It's hard to have faith in the venture company. But we're not all like that.
Do what you gotta.
I got a team of engineers. All of them got families. Keep having horrible accidents and infections from black blood. I just couldn't stand another death. I opened the wall. I wanted it to bring us some hope. You show up and want to stop the black blood? Doesn't do anything good to stop those pipes up here. We gotta get to the pump station. So my crew are the pumps? We're all at the same station, but we should hurry.
Off you go then.
Sure thing, Pansy.
Help me save my folks from the dark fuse and this job, and I'll help you shut it all down.
Alright. Have a swig of his drink.
Aligned in purpose.
Sure you all do the same. Keep yourselves hydrated. I'll keep nagging you till you do. Cold tea though. Sadness. Oh, where'd that ore disappear to? Some graves for all the goblins. More sadness. Alright, onward. Thriving fields.
Engineers. I thought if I just got him to Undermine.
Oh. That's the poor voice actor.
Wow, look who it is.
Can't believe it. Zerdo must have told Overseer Gozik about me. This is a clear message to stop.
He did that bloody quick. Where was Redzik?
Do what you gotta.
This crew trusted me. They're my family. We gotta see if any of them survived. I have other engineers who ain't here. They must have fled into the field. Razzie, Kreets, and Glizz are out there. Find them. Bring them home.
Oh, and I was gonna chat all. I won't let the Dark Fuse or Gallywix bully us. We're shutting this all down.
I like it. Yep, just start hitting it.
I'll give you a hand, Pansy. Buddy, save the rest of her crew.
Aye, Gazlo. Oh yeah, that I could hear it. Definitely still Travis. The horrors of the black blood here cannot be underestimated. The strength of it in this place is causing my visions to feel distant, like God whispers. Kill the manifestations of this rot before they grow stronger.
Let my visions are clouded. I need to clear my head.
Sure thing, Owenya, you take it steady. We got this. Yep. Now we're all bleeding black blood again. Ooh. That's a nice way to use that old model. It works really well, like with all the trails kind of coming off it and the smoke as well. Nope, no casting for you. Oh, it's an elite, I didn't even notice. Inflicting a bit of shadow damage, we just offset that with heals. Oh, good. All-purpose defox fire. Oh, we're getting the unseeming thing in here. 50 if memory serves, so you can see all the crazy creatures and ghosts. Just in case there's something about. Ah! Blood map operator. I do like that idea. I've done since they introduced it in the expansion that you kind of see into almost this other plane of madness to a degree. Very Lovecraftian. There's only a tiny bit of it, but I hope it's something that kind of comes up more. I suppose we're going to have to wait for how the black blood actually turns out, if it makes it past the war within, or the reality of it. Like, again, biggest assumption is it is just blood of the old gods in the earth, in the planet, oozing since Sargeras stabbed the thing, you know?
What?
Keats, you're alive.
Working. Everything out here is on fire. Literally and figuratively.
As he said me. Pump station's safe.
Headed back to the station.
Now you go on. Rescue more friends. Razzie.
Now,
I hate this place.
What?
back to it. I'll go check in with Pansy.
This isn't a check-in, this is run and don't get murdered. Oh. Now we're getting real old goddy. If that's straight up Nazoth style eyeball, or Cthulhu style eyeball, they're all eyeballs really. Yashiraj was less eyeballs. Yogg was more mouth than anything else. interesting little armor set you've got going on. Reminds me of those gas mask kids from Doctor Who, that World War II style mask. Big old chain. I wonder if, like Cersei's ring, at some point we get to the point of actual modelled necklaces and opening all that up to transmog. It'd be a lot more work, but it'd be interesting to see. And Wizard, hold still, please. It's going to be fine.
What you got?
What are you doing out here? This place is deadly.
Break time?
It's safe back there, run.
Oh, thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. I don't feel like I really did save you, but go on. Grab this big fella. They do enjoy these new blobby models. Been seeing them come up a lot. Really since Shadowlands, I believe. Because you can just fill them with stuff and recolor them pretty easy, they turn up quite a bit. Can they be killing the big eyeball? We're going to be killing it in a few minutes anyway, I assume. These nasty picks. I really don't like these. Have you seen them? Yeah. Not quite face hugger from Aliens energy, but it's not far off. You know, you wouldn't want to see that scuttling on your floor, no matter how small. If you tried to step on it, it'd just kind of, you know what I mean? Not for me. Not a fan. Get rid of them all. There we go. Sorted. Wasn't any quest in the back of this place, was there? There is. And a thing to read. Somewhere. Hey, a little help here? Hello. Benny Goose Rocket. Middle manager.
Best deals in sight.
Looks like another one down the hatch, huh? I'm telling you, these Blackblood dig sites are chewing up workers faster than I can hire them. Every day, one of my guys goes down with his shakes, spouting nonsense about seeing tentacles in the dirt. Take him to see my guy, Stitch Oaf, in the cave over there. He's brewing up some kind of cure. See if he can help this poor guy out.
Check in real
I imagine he can't, but you never know. Come here, Miner.
Get him out of here. I don't want anyone else thinking they can lay around on the job.
Look, they've got little armoured hyenas. Very fancy. Also, I am still just seeing craziness. Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Another one. Just toss him over there, will you? Assume it's an ogre. Putting down, I see it not tossing him, we're fine. Let me just go read this thing in the back of your room for a moment. Chef Hobbs. Hello? What's happened to your eyes, Chef? Oh, no. Something's gone wrong with... Oh, your hat is coming through your head. That's not good at all. Stew so thick. Spoon stand up like tree.
Need some help?
Been experimenting with what ingredients we got down here. A dish I'm calling Cave Scampi. You'd never think that those blood feasters be... Oh no, the little things! Be good eating. You saute 'em with some butter and garlic. Don't worry, the black blood cooks out. Or at least I think it does. Want to try one?
Oh no, there's a way to start hallucinating and seeing garbage. We're just talking about how gross they were, and you're like, let's put it in a pan. Oh, that explains why they're just in here. Yeah, I don't like it. Just eating them. Tractor Drill X78 Safety Guide. What? You were serious about that? I don't know. Maybe buy a helmet. Good luck. That's pretty good. Did you write this?
It's not so much a help the workers solution to keep them from getting poisoned. It's more of a keep the workers away solution that keeps them from being in danger in the first place. Benny likes it because after the initial expenses, he thinks it'll line his pockets. Trixie rolls her eyes and starts counting on her gloved hand. But there's breakdowns, fuel consumption, maintenance to consider. That's not counting the low but not zero chance that the bots might rebel against us.
That's it?
See. Oh, they're literally replacing goblins with multi-purpose bots. Just with creepy smiles. Kind of like that design. The smile really... It's the fact that it's got the two, like, red orangey teeth to the side. It frames the smile in a very uneasy way. I like that a lot. Whereas that just looks like something out of Blood Bowl. Buzzed. Yep, thank you. Very insightful. Alright, stitch off.
What's good? I'm working.
That's the third one today. Getting worse out there.
Move along.
Black blood, nasty.
I was gonna do my voice in.
Nasty stuff. Glad I got this mask here. Nobody should be working in that mess. Gets inside you, messes with your head. Some folks get dizzy, seeing things ain't there. Some even sprouting strange scales. Makes me itch thinking about it. And there ain't no cure. This we can do is ease the pain, maybe help the symptoms a bit. I got cure brewing. Just soup. They don't know that. Almost done. We could use some flavor.
Alright, let's help.
I'll leave the flavor up to you. I ain't taking off this mask to taste it.
Oh, and I am. A mouthwash bottle. You don't want to eat that, but alright. I doubt that's going to be the worst we've had. Leftover food. Oh, yeah, hey. At least it'll be spicy. Some chilies in there. And just a straight up chicken. Mouthwash, chicken, leftover ramen.
Run. Now load up and hose them down.
Hose them down? Oh, no. With chicken and leftover? Mm-mm. Poor goblins. Always terrible work conditions.
Alright.
Chicken soup's good for a lot of things. Don't have the mouthwash will help, though. At least they'll smell better.
I guess.
Good deal.
That's all we can do for now. You really want to help us fix all this? We'll talk to our local engineer, Trixie, or maybe Trixie. He's got a workshop set up further down in the cave. And Benny's got a tinkering away day and night on something of a permanent solution. Odd, but she's sharp as a blade. Anyone's got a chance at making people safe down here. So,
Alright, we just spoke to her. We'll go have a proper natter. Trixie!
Satisfaction
And your creepy
recommended.
robots.
Hey, can't you see I'm busy here? What do you want?
Check in real soon. Always a pleasure.
As you have probably figured out, black blood exposure is bad for your health, and that's a problem for our operation. We can't keep replacing our workers. It's expensive and it ain't ethical. So, what's the solution? Placing our workers with my fully automated bots. These beauties don't get affected by black blood exposure. They just dig and haul. Precision, efficiency, and no more sick workers. I just need more scrap to patch them up. You win? Sure.
I got more for a price.
Well, if you really want to help, we're safe in this cave from the black blood. We weren't until it was crawling with these nasty blood feasters. The ugly little creeps always had a taste for blood, but now they're gonzo for black blood. I got a hunch they're spreading black blood poisoning when they bite us. I can't work like this. Each time I see one in a scrap pile, I want to scream. They're gross. I don't want to get bit and start seeing things. Stomp them flat so we can keep safe and keep working.
Sure thing. Happily, I will squish them all. I'm all for it. Are you in a cage because you were seeing things and that's how they're dealing with it?
What?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Fair enough, Krug. Come here. The ladder kind of works. It kind of worked. No, I fell down. It's fine. I can reach up there, apparently. It's all good. It squeezed. That squeeze noise as well. Yeah. At some point, I do need to get the unsheaming off myself, but we're alright for now. I can't remember if it actually becomes a problem or outright kills you if you hit 100. I don't think so. And maybe it's something they can work in where we know at some point they're doing a patch about the Visions of N'Zoth, which is a patch from Battle of Azeroth that I missed. I wasn't playing at the time. So I never saw, like, the Orgrimmar and Stormwind getting all corrupted and N'Zothy, or... I know people were complaining about the cloak at the time. It's like a legendary cloak you made with Rathian. Kind of like the Mist ones, but different. All I know is people were not happy about it. But I was really ashamed to miss it, because that's one of the few times where WoW content was removed. Like, those invasions, unless I'm very much mistaken, don't happen anymore, at least in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. I think there are some zones that get it from time to time, but the ones in the cities that I really wanted to see. So the fact they're bringing it back is a lovely thing, especially as someone who missed it. Hopefully it's something that can keep around more evergreen. We know that's kind of their tack going forward from now. I think it's excellent.
Check in real soon.
Time is, you know what it is. We do.
I got more.
It's alright. This whole patch seems to be working against the caricature they've built up of goblins. And so far, we're doing alright. Nice. This'll get them patched up and good to go.
That's it?
Disgusting, but effective. Now I can get back to work.
Check in real soon.
That scrap was just what I needed. Now, without those bloodfeasters giving me the heebie-jeebies, I can get these bots officially rolled out. While I finish up here, why don't you go tell Benny the good news? I'm sure they'll want to deploy him right away.
That's it?
This can only go well, I'm sure. There is an ethereal beauty to this kind of stuff, by the way. Like, the way that big plant's kind of opening up, it's kind of like Nazof's head, isn't it? Like, that's the vibe? More theories and questions.
Satisfaction recommended.
Help Trixie getting those bots up and running? Out of sight! Wow, out of sight, like, you know, awesome. I don't gotta worry about staffing no more.
Always a pleasure.
Oh no. Now that we can bring those bots in, we gotta clean up a little and tell our workers to scram.
I got more.
Trixie has those bots ready, and all we gotta do is mark where they need to work. And fire a flare and deploy those tin cans and see if they actually, you know, work. Watch for glitchy servos, smoking coolant vents, you know the drill. If they start doing their work, great. If not, well, I might be calling some workers back in to clean up.
That's it? Check in real soon.
Ooh, there's the maddened eye stalk. Big, nasty, wriggling slab of teeth and slime. Has a taste for Goblin and a maw wide enough to swallow a shredder. All his bonus eyes on the side that I didn't notice before. That's a great way to kind of update ye old wormy model. That actually looks really good. I mean, it's a little phallic, but you know, we're fine. We got the bots working in the fields, but there's still flesh and blood workers out there. They need to be able to get back here safely, and they can't do that with a giant slobbering worm dug in their steps because it's got a taste for goblin meat. So here's the job. I don't want that thing scared off. I want it gone. Go out there. Oh no, let me just have a swig of my beverage. These goblin voices are going to do in my throat. Whoa. It's not as bad as the, like, Orc City I did for a D&D campaign.
That was done here for 5 hours.
But you know, it's getting there. Go out there, track down that overgrown earthworm, and make sure it dies. Don't hold back. I want guts everywhere. Payback for the goblins it's had for lunch. Sure thing.
That's it?
And the
I
cleanup
got
crew.
more. For a
Even if we
price.
got bots out there and not workers, there's still going to be monsters out there getting in their hair and wiring. Get out there and thin out the wildlife. That'll keep our bots from getting damaged and voiding whatever warranty they got left. The longer they can stay out there, the longer we can stay right here. On a moment.
Always a pleasure.
First time Twitch chat is a scam. And I do alt with that from this screen. One moment. Bam, 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 bam. This is something I have to get in mind and work with. There we go. Hey, we're learning. Moderator chat live. It was alright with the YouTube chat, but it was another thing where you had to kind of go up and open it. The OBS chat windows don't work the same way. We get there. Alright, let's clean up. Oh, what loud flare. It has been value exceeds parameters days since my last upgrade. Bless him. Keep an eye for that ice stalk respawning, because there'll be a load of other people doing the same. Where tagging's fine, respawn stuff is also something to bear in mind. Again, it's not like ancient WoW days of sometimes sitting around for what feels like 20 minutes to half an hour for something. Certainly a lot better than it used to be, and I'm pretty sure it changes based on how many people are about as well, but one of the reasons why when people say, oh, you need to go back and play Classic, I'm like, I don't know if I do. There's a lot of the pain points a lot of people talk about enjoying that I'm like, I'm good. I'm curious to try out like hardcore just for a laugh, but the specifics and dealings of Classic, less so. Completely understand why a lot of folks absolutely love it and it's their preferred experience to retail. Ain't harping on that. Just ain't for me, you know? Suggested action. Smack it with a wrench. Oh dear. These are going to do a bang-up job. It's fine. Mining and collecting caustic substances. What fun. It's very close to the Irvin voice. Odd that the tactician jumped down and isn't in ignition, rather. Doesn't have the purple glow. Two more on that side. Did they not count as an enemy killed? No. That's a bit of an oversight. Maybe because they don't technically count as enemies the goblins would be the robots rather would be interacting with. They wouldn't ever see them because they'd never get infected. Oh! Momentarily dangerous. Fancy that. I don't know if the explosion would have killed me or all, but you know. Felt dangerous. Start hitting some more buttons. But yeah, I've played Rhett for a long time. It was like just prior to Burning Crusade coming out is when I first kind of started playing Rhett. I'm sure I've told this story before, but for the benefit of newer listeners, when I first played the game, I was a hunter because I wanted to have a wolf pet and I wanted to dual wield swords, hit things in the melee. Now that's going to sound ridiculous to anyone who played back then, because you didn't really melee hunter. I also didn't know how to feed my pet, not properly anyway, and I had the friend who introduced me to the game. He had a level 60 hunter. It was like a Grand Marshal and all that back then, like really played the game in a way that I never really got into. But he was appalled. He was like, why don't you have taunt? I'm like, what do you mean? What's taunt? Why don't you have a bow? Well, I like going up and hitting things with Raptor Strike. And basically explained to me that I was an absolute fool. And I'd been playing the game wrong. You know, not as harsh a language as some folks would these days, I'm sure. But at that point, I'd invested so much time into how that character was. It was hard to unwire. So I just started looking at the other classes. I don't know why Paladin ended up being what I went for. Like, it's become so, especially through like D&D and stuff like that and other games, almost intrinsic to like my online identity in some way, you know, general username and stuff like that, characters I tend to go for. In every RPG I end up going for a Paladin. There was some things like Lord of the Rings, Aragorn, that kind of thing. That was like a birth, that side of it, but I don't know why. But yeah, since Burning Crusade, been a Paladin ever since, and he's always been my main as Baroque. Although, of course, his looks have changed over the years. He's gotten older as well.
I got just what you need.
Let's have a swig of his drink before we get into this again. They worked. I mean, of course they did.
Always a pleasure.
Whoa, I see you took my words to heart. Remember to hit the shower after you're done here, okay? Yep, sure.
I got more for a price. Explosive
God damn it, they need to fix that bug, where if they've got multiple quests, it kind of locks you. You have to walk away to reset it. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now those bots will be able to work without being hassled by them nasty black blood monsters out there.
Check in real soon.
That's great, champ. With those bots deployed, start getting out of here. Ah, these are part of all the optional quests. Well, no, I figured that, but there's like 11-ish more. Pretty good. Hang on. You said you didn't have a cure, but you have harmonizing stations? The necessities of gameplay, sometimes. And now maybe we could have built them. Let's head back to Guttersville, and I think... Oh, bit of ore. Where are you? Come here. Might as well overload it. I haven't seen another one yet. Spiders. Grab the spiders. Never see the spiders, so it doesn't matter. Gross that it sticks you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick bio break. Then we'll come back and carry on. Try by the end of the day get our way into Undermine, which other than the delve, I assume is where we're going to be headed. Fortunately, I actually have like the starting soon screen, a be right back screen now, so I don't have to typically type it into either chat. But what I will say is the usual. Stretch your legs, refill your beverages. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. See you soon. See if this works. Ooh, it does. Aha! Alright, be back with you soon. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Get my headset back on. Pardon me. Oh, remember to swap scene? Oh, it's all new. There we go. Lovely stuff. Alright. It will take much more to staunch these wounds. We must not tire.
I shall watch.
We won't know when you. It's alright. We'll get there. Clear it out. Too many mounts. I thought we'd got past this problem, Blizz. I thought for quest NPCs we would just dismount people, but evidently not everywhere. We've made some progress here while you were helping Pamsy's engineers.
We have a plan.
Pamsy and I came up with an idea. Since we can't access the controls, we can't blow it up. What if we freeze the pump station? Stay with me. Pamsy mentioned that a lot of the machines up north are overheating lately, because all the coolant's being used down south. And it's even harder to get because the blood slimes eat it. What if we found all of that coolant supply and dumped it into the pump station? We'd put the whole operation on ice. It'd take ages to fix.
Sure.
Bring the cooling. We'll be ready for it.
Mr. Shiv.
Hey, how you doing?
Zerdo's a slippery goblin. Where'd Zerdo go? I was able to track Zerdo's path down to the south, near some huge digging machines. Then I lost the trail. But we'll get him.
Be good.
I followed Zerdo's trail south, found a nasty piece of work named Gazik Krogcrane, pushing workers around and talking about another lesson. Zerdo must have snitched to this Gazik guy. I need to confirm it. I think this Gazik will have proof on him. Gazik could have given the orders, but looking at that bloody shredder and the marks on Pamsy's crew, I'm sure he got involved personally. You should do the same. Kill Gazik and check him for any sign Zerdo got word to him. Darkfuse boss of the Riving Fields. He's got more black blood power in his machine. He's got the Rogue Anniversary set on. Fancy. Sure, we'll get him. You'll find Overseer Gazik in the south by the huge drop-off. Is that just area we can't access? Oh. Yo, look at that. There's some Titan Keepers and stuff down there. It looks like we can't go down. Map. Look at that. I try to zoom in and look at it. Very silly. I like that a lot, though. Look at how it's kind of stretched and grown on them. It's going through the heads or so. Yeah, his head's got just spiked out. Fascinating. Seeing it all interwoven with the Titan stuff as well. Let's grab these canisters. All the slime dropped them as well. Very good. Oh, that's why a load of people were waiting. Get a tag! There we go. Frantic punch. Bless him for trying. This many adventurers. And off they go. And it's always that when a new patch comes out and you see folks all over the place. Always good to see. Even with the chat turned off these days, it's... a lot of folks would look at that and say something to the effect of, well, it's an MMO, why on earth would you play with the chat turned off? There's a number of reasons for that. Like, first of all being, especially as a newer streamer, I was quite worried. Just in general. Second, most of my online interactions in recent years have not been pleasant. But still like seeing it be busy. I like the fact it's an MMO. Now don't get me wrong, if it was a single player story thing they added to over time, I probably wouldn't mind that much. But seeing folks out and about and being busy or getting involved in PvP stuff, doing some raid finder and bits and bobs, let alone what player housing is going to do with the neighborhood system. Very curious how all that will work out, but it's nice to see it lived in, you know? It always makes me laugh anytime someone's like, oh, dead game. You're like, uh-huh. That's all of them. Then we will cap this off with the delve, probably. Make our way to Undermine. That'll probably be a decent stopping point for the morning. Again, it's listed on Twitch as a 3-hour thing, but that's just like the medium between 2 to 4 hours is how we tend to go.
What's the holdup?
If I hit a natural stopping point, you know, I tend to do it. Good enough to freeze the station solid.
Like
it's a good haul. Shiv.
What up? Be good.
These engineers deserve the better.
Keep it real.
You found also for the Shiv, I'm just trying to go for the voice that was kind of in the audio drama. I'm not sure on the official channel. Again, great story for the Shiv here. I figured that would mean he was going to be involved. SI7 operative. It's a good story. I do highly recommend the listen. It's about 15 minutes. It's narrated by a fella who did Matthias Shaw. Really good. Found proof. I knew it. Not as good as getting Zerdo himself. We'll catch up with him in the end.
Think this'll be a snap.
If only I could see it. Please, Blizzard. Dismount people in things like this.
Now?
Here's the plan. We just freeze the outside, let it melt in a bit and go back to normal. But we got our Wenya. She can target cracks and leaks in the pipes so the coolant can get inside, really muck things up. Since you gathered all the canisters, I think you should get the honor of freezing the pipe solid. Amzi has a rocket board. You'll be able to dispense icy justice down upon the station's ski areas. Follow Orwenya. Ooh. Boreal Grace. Hey, it's not quite a Warhammer chainsword, but they are going for that vibe. It's just that constant bumping. I mean, it works. You can see how the mechanism... I like this little bit of detail that it's kind of barely holding together. And it's not my cup of tea as aesthetically, but it's a lovely bit of model work.
Get out there and get to it.
The real effort begins now. Let's do it.
Hang on, Gazlo had a quest that he just ran off with.
And scout the weak points in the pipe.
Loading up the chill burst canisters. Come on.
I can see weak spots in the pipeline. I will mark them.
Oh yeah, we could have got one of these on the Siren Isle if I'd found enough flame iron. Oh no. My brain just was like, and 1,000 cold puns. And these types took a chill. I'm sure I can't reuse these again, not after last time.
I need to get closer.
A nice little ice effect. Spin. I mean, it was a little bit, but it was alright.
What needs fixing?
Nice ice work.
That might have been more satisfying than a big explosion.
Who are we trying to Renzik? There you go.
How you doing?
Undermine's long shadow. These engineers have been through a lot. Let's make sure they're good. Maybe they can shed some light on Undermine.
Keep it real.
Blizzard, how are we doing?
What? I'm working.
These were my friends. They came out here to get away from all the backstabbing and infighting in Undermine. I'm sorry, Blizzard.
Undermine needs someone looking out for the little guy.
Take it, you mean me.
You got a problem?
And Gazlo, I suppose. Keats? Gallywix just pushed his way in with a new crew and new guns. It ain't right. Why don't no one do nothing about him? Well, somebody should. Gallywix has to be stopped, once and for all. Yes. Mr. Shiv, yes. Where's the other one? Razzie, there we go.
Now?
We stopped the job, but we already sent so much of the black blood to Undermine. They have tons of it. That's awful.
We cannot let black blood spread.
Aye.
Time is money, friend.
Our next stop should be Undermine.
Have a good one. Be good.
We've done what we could here. It's time to get a look at Undermine. Hamsy's got a contact. A venture goblin named Grimler. We can start there when we arrive. Let's get Gazlowe and get going. Undermine's not the kind of problem you solve with a knife. We need someone like Gazlowe on board for this. You know, the builder and leader type. Talk with Gazlowe and then go using the rocket drill.
Have a good one.
Right, before we do that then, there is a delve down there. And I have liked delves an awful lot. As a new endgame pillar, and especially as someone who tends to play solo, I've really enjoyed delves. And actually doing double question mark Zekfir was a real highlight. Like, a little annoyed by the gearing in terms of it just initially was a bit of a numbers game. Like, you were just kind of getting bodied in the higher tier delves. But it sounds like they've made a bunch of changes to the higher tier stuff. I don't think we'll see the benefits of that until we get into the season proper next week, I believe. No, it'll be like, it's March 5th, I think season 2 starts. Oh, I can bump it immediately to the higher tiers. I am level 11. I'm 620. So this will be a good test. Like tier 8, you used to put it on tier 8. You wouldn't put it on any higher because what was the point? But anything above that, it was just, again, things were hitting you harder, they were tankier. It wasn't really an interesting change. But now you actually get more rewards out of them.